Right. Are you fed up of shopping markets, whatever they're called, shopping stores, Tesco's, Asda, Sainsbury's, and all the big brands taking the absolute piss out of you? I am. It's getting absolutely ridiculous now. So what I've noticed, because I've got two cats and they don't generally get on. They do get on, but they don't fight too much. They're okay. One's quite newish to me. This is her first year here. And she likes to eat food. She's currently eating the other cat's food right now. So, and she's generally a little bit overweight. So I try to cut her food down. So we're talking about cat food, and we are talking about Felix cat food. The duo, any of them. It doesn't matter which ones it is. I've noticed recently, I went to feed them. Normally I give them, they have about 3 or 4 meals, maybe a few more during the day. And they have half each of one of these. Now these are, well, this one here, if we can see, we've got the reflection there, 100 grams. So that's just about right for my cats. I mean, one of my cats, she's quite young. She's only little. She only eats a little bit. She have a little bit of that and have some biscuits. And then the other cat hoover the rest up for her. So, bought some new ones the other day. They come in a lovely new different sort of box, in the smaller box, but the bigger ones still are the same box. I think there's 40 pouches in a box, so that the box is still the same on them, but the smaller ones, I can't remember how many it is in a bloody box. Is it 12? Something like that. They're in a skinnier little box, this, it doesn't matter which ones, the new ones, if you're unfortunate enough to get the new ones, these are 85 grams. Now that's quite a bit of difference, and that does make a difference to me. So it's going to be the same great food at the same great price, but for less. You get less, a hell of a lot less, especially if you're buying one of those big packets. So I've got 2 here, not, just so you can see, and try and get the reflection off the difference in price. These are the new ones. These are the old ones. I managed to get some more old ones today, so or what they called home bargains still seem to have the old stock, and they're quite cheap at the moment, just over 12 quid instead of like 14 or 15 quid from Tesco's for the new ones, where you get less for your money. I think I might be changing brands. I'm probably going to find see if anyone else does the larger packs. So I know there's not many of them now, but it's pretty disappointing, especially when they don't tell you that they're reducing the size of the packs, but they're keeping it the same money. They'll probably say that, we're trying to keep the costs the same or whatever it is, but that's a load of bollocks. I'd rather pay a little bit more to actually get the size that I want, the size that I need, because if I'm using these ones, I now really have to use a pouch of cat instead of half a pouch of cat. So I'm technically using more. So in the long run, you're not saving me money. I would rather pay that little bit more money for the bigger pouch. Otherwise, if I use these, I'm going to use more, and I'm going to have to buy a big box or a small box, and that's going to cost me a lot more money. So you're not saving me money, Felix. I think it's Felix. I can't remember. It doesn't say on here anymore. You're just making yourself some more money, because you know that people are going to need more pouches, and they're going to have to buy more, because you can't buy the odd, in a small pouch, what are you going to be missing? About 2 or 3 pouches worth, maybe a pouch or 2. And in the bigger ones, you're going to be missing a dramatic amount more technically, but you'll still have the same amount of pouches, but less food, if that makes sense to you. So these companies that keep saying that they reduce the sizes of things to keep them the same price, don't. I mean, I noticed it on these Square Crisps. Don't bother buying these anymore. They're horrible things. They're really, really thin. They've made them thinner. You will notice. And they're not square anymore, because where they're so thin, where they bake them, they all curl up. So do you remember the crisps called, I think they were called Tubes? They're like those now. They're absolutely horribly horrendous. So when will it stop? When will it stop? We would rather pay that little bit more than you cock about with your recipes or your packaging or this, that and the other. Someone's come up with, if we reduce it, everyone else is, we're saving money, they won't notice, we'll make more money, blah blah. That's all it's about. That is all they're doing. They're making themselves more money. They might say, we're reducing it to save you money, but they're not. It doesn't save us money, because we have to buy more, because there's not enough of what they've given us before. So a Mars bar used to be a decent sized Mars bar now, and a Mars bar these days is almost a fun sized Mars bar, is what I used to know back in the days. I think the cats are playing or doing something. So I don't know. I really don't know. And don't even get me started with Cadbury's, because that doesn't taste like it used to, because the people that took over Cadbury's, I think it was Nestlé, I can't remember who it was, they changed the recipe of the chocolate, and that the actual original Cadbury's recipe is only kept for luxurious things, extra, you know, special things that they do and produce. So, you know, that's why flakes and everything doesn't taste the same as they used to. I don't know what's going on with the world, but you know, you're into my cats now, you're into my animals, my pets, and stop, because I'm not liking it. I'll just find another brand. Maybe I'll get my cats on raw food. It does take a lot, because they're not really interested in you know, not raw fish but cooked fish, proper fish. They don't really like it. They do prefer this crap. I know it's not good for them, but if they won't eat the other stuff, they got to eat something. They, you know, at least what my little one eats, biscuits, some decent biscuits, so it's all good. So leading manufacturers, brands and Tesco's and whatever else, stop doing this bollocks. Stop giving us less for our money, because we need to buy more to get where we were. So it doesn't work. It's the same with all snacks and stuff like that. You say that you're reducing the size of a bag of crisps. These used to be 30 grams. They're 25. What are these? These are 22 grams. So it's going down even more. So what people do is they will just buy more, more than what they actually need, more than what they would have done before, to get the same as what they had before. So the only people that are winning are you big manufacturers. So stop it, please. Please stop it now. It's getting out of control, and I'm hoping that most of the public will be on my side and back me on this and say no to you lot. So comment below, people. Thanks for watching.